Good evening. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, parents, guardians, faculty, and the graduates of 2016. And a special welcome to Mr. Coffin. I wouldn't have made it here without you. Literally, English 621 was the only credit I actually really needed. First off, I would like to say thank you to my mother, because I wouldn't be here without her if I wasn't born.
Oh.
Now, preparing this speech, I've seen many outlines and such. People talking about their high school experience, going through, starting as minor niners in Morel High and gradually making their way through senior year. Now, my high school experience was different at Morel High. When I first came here, I didn't have much friends, and I didn't actually start out here. Picture this, a Justin Bieber hair wannabe at walking height of 4'9", walking through the high school, walking through the halls of a high school with over 2,000 students. That's pretty scary, right? Well, if you don't think so, being 4'9" is pretty scary by itself. Trust me, I was that kid. When I first came to Morel, I've noticed some pros and cons. The cons I found were that the school is kind of small, but in its way, it's also a pro because you get to have a relationship with teachers. Another con I found was it was hard to make friends at first because I didn't know anyone at all. And all the graduates here either grew up together at Mount Stewart Consolidated or Morel Consolidated. Plus, you guys had the beginning of grade 9 to get to know each other, and most of you probably knew each other from before. My point is, there are a lot of times at Morel that I've learned a lot from my times at... My point is, I learned a lot of stuff from Morel High, and I'm pretty sure everyone has. Albert Einstein said the only source of knowledge is experience. And with our days coming to an end at Morel High, I still feel there are lessons that need to be learned. I feel, especially at Morel High, all of us, it shaped us to be the people that we are today. Caring, not caring, kind, funny, all that stuff. In reality, when I first came to Morel High, I didn't really care about my grades. I'm pretty sure no one did in grade 9. But once grade 12 came around, I thought to myself in Miss McGee's grade 11 math class, why am I still here? Why couldn't I just go to school? The message I'm trying to get across here is with enough determination, you can pass grade 11 math class when you first didn't in the first place. A wise man by the name of Shia LaBeouf said, "Don't let your dreams be dreams, just do it." My fellow graduates, I hope you follow your dreams and don't look back 20 years from now, sitting at your desk with mounds of paperwork, thinking to yourself, man, I should have become a doctor, a lawyer, or even a garbage man, because those jobs seem easy. The last thing in life you want the last thing in your adult life you want is regret. Because as my friend Drake says, you only live once. I wish I could live my life like it was my last day alive, but that isn't practical. Otherwise I'd be skydiving most days, or doing other crazy things. I hope most of you learn a lesson from this motto. And faculty of Morel High, I thank you for putting up with my shenanigans all through these years. I thank especially my good friends Mr. Coffin for giving me the best nickname ever and sharing your knowledge with us in every class you teach. Mr. Murphy, I thank you for not making the boringest classes not boring. I would also like to thank Miss McGee for also putting up with me for 2 years in a row through math, science, and math and science. And thank you for not kicking me out of almost my second home when you found out I didn't do the biology homework, or the math homework, or the chemistry homework. I thank you, Mr. Galan, for helping me with speaking in front of audiences, because without your help, I don't think I'd be here today. I would also like to thank the cafeteria ladies, because I like food, and you probably wouldn't want to see any other teenagers hungry in the heat of the moment. And you probably don't want to deal with me when I'm hungry. I also extend a big thanks to any teachers at Morel High that I have missed. I'm sorry I had no relationships with you. That's partly my bad. But you have shared you have shared the wisdom and giving me the credits I need to graduate. So I thank you for that. I would also like to thank all the graduates. I know most of you probably think my jokes are corny and idiotic, but I tried. That's all I can do. Thank you to Mary, Mr. Crawford, and Miss Minnis for helping me with any concerns I had while I was in the office. Lastly, I would like to thank my mother, because without her I wouldn't have my sense of humor today, and she was there for me on my good days and my bad days, and I wouldn't even want to be there on my bad days if I were me. Congratulations, graduates, we made it. Get ready to start up your student loans.